welcome to your messages for the year 2024. So, wow, we're at the end of the year already, and we are welcoming in 2024, which is, I think it's going to be an amazing one, because we have Pluto, which is the powerhouse. Right? Now, those of you that know me know that I am not an expert in astrology, but I do listen to the lovely Amy Bird, who said that Pluto is a powerhouse and it's going from Capricorn into Aquarius. And Capricorn is very much, it's kind of strict, it's quite rigid, it's kind of top down as far as leadership goes. And it can be quite contracting and controlling. Whereas Aquarius, of course, is like the humanitarian sign. It's all about freedom and living in the now and grassroots up kind of leadership, leading from behind and all those sort of lovely ways. So apparently Pluto is going to be in Aquarius for 9 months of the year. It's going to go into Aquarius and then back to Capricorn and then back into Aquarius, apparently. So that in itself, I think, is going to give us some of this toing and froing that's been going on, kind of between the 3D way of life, for want of a better way of explaining it, into the 5D way of life, for want of a better way of explaining it. But you know what I mean, don't you? So yes, it's going to be interesting. So I think really what's happening is we're just going to be given plenty of opportunities to anchor in those higher frequencies and to start setting up, humanitarian or, projects and community activities that are based around health and raising the frequency of humanity rather than trying to control it. So, yeah, I think there's going to be loads of opportunities to spread your wings, I want to say, spread your divine wings. So let's have a look and see what 2024 has in store for us energetically. Or I want to say spiritual lessons wise as well, because I think that's what it is. We're hearing so many spiritual lessons, so many universal laws, quantum truths that we're kind of receptively resonating with, and now it's our opportunity to totally embody it and live it and anchor it in, and to make those moral ways of life a reality, not just for us in our own personal reality, because I think we're all living in a very different reality depending on our own experiences, level of consciousness, and the lens in which we see life through, but also for the community and the collective as a whole. So to create that world peace, which so many of us have come here to do. You're probably one of the 3 waves of volunteers that Dolores Cannon talks about if you're watching this video. And you came here to raise your frequency, raise the frequency of the collective, and to raise the consciousness level of humanity. So no mean feat, huh? And so for this occasion of reading for the whole year ahead, I'm going to do a full Celtic cross spread, which is the way I usually like to work. And for those of you that like to learn tarot, because I know there's lots of you learning tarot out there, the Celtic cross spread has 10 cards in it typically, although with the way I do it, because of the way I shuffle, sometimes more than 1 card will come out in each place. For me personally, they come out and I put them face down. I don't see them, but I have realized that that's a little bit weird and not normal. So if you're doing it for yourself, you can have them face up. Now, the first card that comes out, I think different tarot card readers might just interpret each position a little bit differently, but the first card that comes out is usually your issue at hand. What is the main issue? And then the card that crosses it is what is hindering or enhancing that issue at hand, depending on what the card is. And then the third card that comes out, oh, did you see that? It was like, pick me, pick me. Three, there's three, you see. So a lot of tarot card readers would put those back, but I'm not going to. The third positioning on the Celtic cross is the conscious mind. What are we actually aware of? And the next positioning, which also went pick me, is this, there's two in that space, is the subconscious mind. And the ones that are saying pick me for the next place is to the left of the cross. And there's two in that place as well. I hope it doesn't go on for too long, this reading. It's past energy that is affecting the present situation. Now, the next place, when I was learning tarot, the next place was like your next step. Well, it still is your next step, but I was kind of like told it was like 3 months or something, and then the final card maybe 6 months to a year. I don't put timings on it because I am a firm believer that we create our reality, and our reality is a vibrational match to us. So timing is one, it's an illusion, so we hear, right? It's a very persistent illusion, as we also hear, but also it depends on how quickly you can shift your frequency. So if you want to change stuff, you want to bring it to you, you want to create it however you want to view it. From a quantum perspective, what you're actually doing is creating a holographic projection in the image in your reality. It's a holographic projection of your frequency. So how quickly things appear or disappear is 100% dependent on how you can shift the frequency that is creating it, because as within, so without. The outside is created from the frequency that you are. So if you want to change something on the outside, you have to change the frequency on the inside, right? How quickly you do that is up to you. So I'm not putting time markers on it, because when I've done readings for people, very often this position number 6, which is like the next step, it's like now. It's like now, this is your next step to take today. So, but you just tune into your own intuition, because, there's going to be a load of, you're going to have a load of ideas come to you, and some things you won't resonate with, they'll go in here and out there, and other ones you will. So just listen out for what you resonate with, because that's how you're going to know what's for you and what isn't for you. Right, so I've got quite a few clarifiers coming out now. I don't want too many. And they're all face down. I haven't got a clue. Let's dive straight in. So take a deep breath. This is a reading for 2024. What do we need to know? What do our souls want us to know? What does my soul want me to know? What does your soul want you to know? Let's have a look. What is the issue at hand? Here we go. This is the one to start off with. Now look at this. It's the 7 of Swords. Traditionally, the 7 of Swords is cheating, lying, tricking. Now, that doesn't sound very good, does it? But this is why it's so good to have the heads up. It's about, I want to say, not believing everything you see. Definitely not believing everything you hear. Understanding that everyone is creating their own reality, depending on their frequency, the frequency of their thoughts, the frequency of their emotions, and the frequency of their beliefs and thoughts around events in their life. So, or events in the world. There can be events in the world that you just observe with an open heart of love, and there can be events in the world that you take to heart quite literally and create a lower frequency, and it may not even be true. And even if it is true on some level, it doesn't have to be true for you, because you are the unique creator of your very unique reality. Everything exists in the field of consciousness. The all that is, that's why we call it the all that is, because it is everything, good, bad, everything that you want to label, all the duality, all the everything. It's all there. but you only get to experience in your reality that which you resonate with. So if there are people lying, cheating, stealing, then raise your frequency. Then somewhere along the line, if they're in your reality, then there's somewhere inside of you, in the cells of your body. So if it's right in your reality, like in your personal reality, then where are you lying, cheating, and not to be trusted? If it's just in the collective that you're observing this, then you're just observing it. Then it's important for you to then learn to observe it with a heart full of love and understanding and everything else. But it cannot exist outside of you if it doesn't exist within you. And we know, don't we, from Rumi's quote, you're not just a drop in the ocean, you're the whole ocean in one drop. So I understand that to mean you're not just a human being in the universe, you are the whole universe in one human being. Well, if that's the case, if you really are the whole universe in one human being, then there's going to be some lying, cheating, stealing going on inside of you, isn't there? Because in the universe, we know that it does exist somewhere. So it's about observing it without being triggered by it. It's about observing it without entangling in it, without getting involved, without getting emotionally upset about it. If you're getting emotionally upset about it, it means that it is triggering the frequency within you. In fact, it is that frequency within you that is creating it outside of you. That's a hard pill to swallow, isn't it? That all the things outside of you that are winding you up actually are coming from inside of you. And when you can make peace with them on the inside of you, then they will no longer trigger you on the outside of you. And you will be able to observe them with a heart full of love and peace. Do you see what I'm getting at? So this is a really interesting one to come up. Now, often, because he's stealing the swords, and the swords are air, which represent communication, thoughts, beliefs, ideas, inspiration, and things like that. And it's about don't believe everything you think. I want to bring it into just you. Let's forget the collective for a while and bring it into you. Where are you deceiving yourself? Because if you don't think you're good enough to follow your dreams, or you don't think you're good enough to, what is it you want to do? Start a healing center, become a healer. Maybe you want to become an artist, a full-time artist. Maybe you want to do art exhibitions. Maybe you want to play music, but you don't feel ready or good enough to actually put your music out there. You know, if you're telling yourself that you're not good enough in any shape or form, then you're deceiving yourself, because you wouldn't have those gifts, and you certainly wouldn't have those desires in life if they were not for you to fulfill. So stop deceiving yourself with that one. Let's have a look. There you go. We've got the Ace of Wands, new action. I'm really going with the second one that I just said. Is like this new action. Well, there's two new actions there. If we're looking at the collective, the new action is to get on with your life and process the emotions that are triggered within you. I will put a link in the description and the video in the end screen. My Lessons in Awakening. If you're new to me, hi, I'm Deborah Jane Sutton. You can find out more about me and the things that I do from this YouTube channel, and also from my website at deborahjanesutton.com. On the channel, have a look at the Lessons in Awakening, number 11, Understanding Triggers. Because if you are triggered about the lying, cheating, and deceitfulness that's going on in the collective, then you need to process those emotions that are being triggered within you. Because when you can process them and release them, and with love and gratitude, you're actually transmuting them from a low frequency of fear and resentment and whatever other horrible emotions into love and gratitude. And if it is relating to you individually, deceiving yourself because you're telling yourself you're not good enough to do something, or you haven't got the time, you haven't got the money, all of these excuses. No more excuses in 2024, because you have to take new action. And the blessing here is that you have the opportunity to take new action. You have the opportunity to take new action on how you respond to triggers in the outside world, and you can take new action in how you are going to create your own reality by doing what you love, how you love, where you love, and all of this. So this is about new action, taking new action in 2024 to bring whatever it is that's in your dream, whatever it is that's in your heart, bringing it into reality. And you might just take small steps. It's an ace, it's a beginning. Can you begin to bring into your reality new activities, new people, new ideas, new things? This is action because it's wands, so it's fire. So there's a passion, whatever it might be. Do you want to start classes? Do you want to start dancing classes? Do you want to give dancing classes? Do you want to take up yoga? Do you want to, what is it? Do you want to travel? Whatever it is that you want to do, you can start small. Just go away for the weekend and just build up, build up, build up. But this is about taking new action in 2024 based on your passions and your dreams so that you can bring them into your reality. And if you are saying, I can't do it yet, I'm not ready yet, I've got to do this and I haven't got the money and I haven't got... Don't believe everything you think, because they're clearly beliefs that are not serving you. Let's have a look at the conscious mind and see what you are aware of. Wow, we've got another ace. This is going to be an amazing year already. I can see that. So the ace of, I'm just going to, because those 3 cards came out in this spot. So, oh my goodness gracious me, it's beautiful. But you are aware of this on some level. You might be lying to yourself about things, but you are aware. We've got the Ace of Pentacles. Pentacles is typically financial, but it means abundance of time, abundance of financial security. It could be an abundance of love and health, and all sorts of things. I mean, abundance. But it's new. When you have these aces and they're coming in with this cloud on a hand, it's like a gift from the universe. So you have this new action is going to bring you new abundance, because it might not be money straight away. It might just be happiness and joy and health and love, and all those things are going to raise your frequency. And when you raise your frequency, you expand into higher levels of consciousness, and your level of consciousness is your new currency. That's where your abundance comes from. That's where your financial stability comes from. It comes from your level of consciousness. The quantum financial system is directly related to your level of consciousness. That is why some people are already experiencing it, and other people are sitting there twiddling their thumbs waiting. If you're sitting there twiddling your thumbs waiting for the QFS, I suggest you start raising your frequency and expanding into higher levels of consciousness, because your level of consciousness is your new currency going forward into 2024. And the second card in the conscious mind. Sorry, I wanted to hold up those 2 aces because they're so powerful when they come up together. But you've also got the 2 of Pentacles. So you've got this opportunity coming in, this new beginning to make this abundance. But you're still going, can I afford it? Have I got the time? And he's multitasking. So he's trying to do a lot of things, which is not a bad thing, of course, because if you are wanting to be a healer or something and you're in a full-time job still, you've got to start bringing it in. So you might be working evenings, weekends. That's what I did in the beginning. So you might be just bringing it in somehow. So there is an energy of multitasking, and you might be doing that because you might be just doing a lot of things. I know people that are still in the day job, in inverted commas, that are busy doing their passion jobs in the evening and weekends and holidays and things like that. So there is a bit of weighing up. Do I have the time? Do I have the money? Do I have the energy? But I want to say, yes, you do. I want to say, yes, you have the time, you have the money, you have the energy, because it wouldn't be a divine ace coming in otherwise. And also because the third card that came up there is the sun. The sun is the most positive card in the deck. It is light. You are light. It is shining. The rays show spiritual guidance. The horse shows positive movement forward. The child shows rebirth. The sunflowers show happiness. So whatever it is, you have got to up it to the next level. I know loads of people that have already living their passion, job, so to speak, job, work, play, whatever you want to call it. But we're all taking it to another level now. We're not dreaming big enough. We're going to the next dream, the next level. And the abundance is there, it's coming in, and you know that it's true, what I'm saying. You can feel it resonating in the cells of your body. You know you're a healer, you know you're an artist, you know you're a musician, you know you're a dancer, whatever it might be for you. You know it. It's in the cells of your body. You came here to do it, whatever it might be. Whatever creative outlet it is, whatever passion it is, it's yours. It's come to you for a reason. Hasn't come to me, hasn't come to your next door neighbor. It's your dream, it's your gift, it's your divine gift. And you came here to share it with the world. It will raise your frequency and it will help raise the frequency of humanity. So you have to do it. You owe it to world peace. This is the most positive card in the deck. It is a reminder that you are light. You are a light body. And we want to, this is what enlightenment means. It means lightening the body, which means releasing anything that is saying to you, you've got to do this, releasing the control. We were talking about that with Capricorn. You know, Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. It's control, restriction. It's about releasing that. Aquarius is about freedom. It's about working for humanity. So yeah, and you are a light body that came here to do that. So this is really super positive. I'm loving it, but that is in the conscious mind. So I think on some level, you know that. Let's see what's going on in the subconscious. Wow. Two major arcanas. Look, I'm getting excited now. I might have to have a little slurp of water. Just excuse me. I like nothing more than reading cards. Have you noticed? Subconscious mind. So we're not aware of this, and up comes the moon. We've just had the sun. I mean, you can't make this stuff up, can you? We've just had the sun. It's the light, it's everything. The moon, of course, is the shadow. The moon is deep level healing. There is a path there to be had, but the moon does symbolize subconscious fears. So there are still subconscious fears going on, but what's happening is they're coming to light. In 2024, your subconscious fears are coming to light, and as soon as you observe them and acknowledge them, you can just go, okay, I am the light, I'm following my heart, I know what to do. Because what came up with it, two cards came up. Look at this one, you've got the star, and you are the star. So this is amazing, and this is Aquarius, and that's where Pluto's going, into Aquarius. So this is a powerhouse going on. You've got all this spiritual guidance. The flowing water symbolizes emotional fulfillment. You know, she has got one foot still in the water, which for my interpretation is we've still got one foot in the 3D world because we're observing it, and we're learning to love it better. Kiss it better, love it better, to raise it to the next octave by seeing the divinity in all of it. Because if we didn't see the shadow, we wouldn't be able to shift it, would we? So, and the shadow's coming up. It's not all these lying, cheating, stealing that is the issue at hand. It's all coming up. It's coming up in the moon card. It's coming up to be seen. Now, this is going to be in the collective. It's going to be in your reality, and it's going to be within you, because as within, so without. So it's going on within you. Where inside of you? What is coming up? You know, there's going to be things coming up, some beliefs that you're going to need to shift. This is about, because it's Aquarius, it's freedom, it's humanitarian, it's about living in the now. Aquarius is very much about living in the now. So this is about stop burying this shadow, stop burying the darkness, let's just bring it up and have a good cry if you need to, or just hold your hands up and go, yeah, this is my issue, this is what's coming up. Allow it. A lot of people will go, I've got an issue, I don't know what to do about it. My advice, allow it. Allow is a powerful word. Allow it, just allow it. Give it permission. The reason the moon has been in the shadow is because it wasn't being given permission. It wasn't being seen. See it, claim it. Okay, have love for it, gratitude for yourself, hold space for your human while you get out of denial and you kind of own up to it all and then just allow it. Don't try and get rid of it. We don't get rid of things. You can't get rid of energy. It's about allowing it, observing it, allowing it, not judging it. And when we allow it with an open heart, it kind of gets swallowed up in that open heart of love. When you've got an open heart of love, you feel like the negative emotion or the shame or the guilt or whatever it might be, you can feel it. But because you're holding space for your human to process these emotions, you're observing it with love and gratitude and understanding. And then what happens is it kind of gets swallowed up in the heart that's full of love and gratitude. It kind of gets swallowed up in all of that. And then you get lifted, you know? So this is amazing, this one to come up. This is my heaven on earth card. I mean, typically it's about fertile lands and paradise. But of course, for us, that's heaven on earth, because that's what we came here to create. And we are creating it right now. I mean, I know so many people living in heaven on earth. I mean, it depends what heaven on earth is for you. But you have to decide, what is your heaven on earth? How do you want the world to be? How do you want your reality to be? How do you want your life to be? How do you want to be? That's what he's about. He, she, that's what this card is about. Wow. That's powerful, isn't it? Let's have a look at what past energy is helping us with all of this. Oh my goodness, I couldn't make this up either. So this is the past energy, because of course this is what's enhancing the whole situation, that we've got this new gift from the universe to take new action. We're being asked to take new action, and we have the opportunity to take new action, right? Following our passions. But look, we also have the Two of Wands and the Three of Wands. Right, this is coming up as past energy. So we've already got this. This is what I believe that from 2020 to 23 has set us up. I think a lot of you're all star seeds if you're watching this, you're light workers, way showers, trailblazers, you know, the 3 waves of volunteers, you know who you are. And you're here for a reason. The Two of Wands has got the whole world in his hands. He's looking out over the shores of heaven on earth. Well, they both are. They're both looking out over the shores of heaven on earth. Twos are decisions. I mean, here you've got the decision, whether you're going to, jack in the job that you don't like, leave the relationship you don't like, move from the country that you don't like, follow your dreams. You don't know why or how or what, but do it, And this is a decision about taking moral action. Because it's action. Wands are fire, they're physical action in the physical world. And you've got a choice. You can keep following the crowd. You can keep following somebody else's. You can dance to somebody else's tune, or you create your own. You follow your own moral compass, because you create your own reality and you are contributing to the collective through the thoughts that you think, the words that you say, and the actions that you take. Are your actions in alignment with the heaven on earth that you want to create? Because if they're not, 2024 is your opportunity to take these changes. We've got these wands here. Wands are action. There's a decision here. You're being asked to follow your moral compass. And you're being asked to release any of these thoughts. You remember, I'm not good enough, I can't do it, I'm not ready, I haven't got enough money, I haven't got enough time, who will want my services, blah, 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 blah. Stop deceiving yourself. I wouldn't be surprised if the Fool comes up, because there's time to take a leap of faith if you're in that situation. It really, really is. So the 2 is the decision, but this is coming up in the past. So you've already made this decision. That's what's leading to this situation that you're in. You already know that you feel better when you follow your moral compass. It's that beautiful quote that says, true happiness is when what you think, what you say, and what you do is in harmony. So if you're doing a job, but you're thinking how much you hate it, or if you're being nice to colleagues or a boss or someone, and inside you're not wanting to do that, you're not resonating with them, then you're lying to yourself, aren't you? That's what this card is about. That's your issue. If you're telling yourself, I need to stay in this job because I need the money, or I need to put food on the table, or I need to, your future, your reality is created through your frequency and not through your bank account. So understanding that your future lies in your frequency means that doing what you love is a necessity. It's not a luxury. And you've already made that choice, because this is coming up in the past. And we've already got this. Now, this one is the fruition that comes once you've made that choice. Now, if you talk to anybody that's taken a leap of faith in this direction, as soon as you've taken that leap of faith, what I want to say with this card is, from an energy perspective, when you take a leap of faith like that, there is this upthrust energy that will carry you. You see it with these people that, I don't know, jump off cliffs in bird suits and things. Some of them might go straight down, I don't know, but you know what I mean. When you take a leap of faith, there's an energetic upthrust that carries you. And you know you've made the right decision, but you don't get that upthrust until you've taken that leap of faith. But this is the fruition that quickly comes in once you have taken that leap of faith. Once you've taken that step and made that decision, this is the fruition. So because it's coming up in the past as past energy, you know, you've already seen fruition. You've already seen that you can, whatever it is, make music, do dance workshops, do, you know, make healing products, you know, whatever it is that is, you know, that you're wanting to do. You've already seen it. You know that you can do it, really. And maybe there's some people around you that are doubting you, but they're just reflecting back to you your own self-doubt. And that's okay. I want to say, you know, even if you don't feel ready, I mean, this is, I've seen this so many times. It's like when I offered the tarot reading course, which I did recently, you know, my first thought was, I can't teach tarot. Why would I teach tarot? I mean, I read tarot, but why would I teach it? Because everyone teaches it differently, and I'm just being intuitive, and, you know, and I was like, I can't do that. That was the first thing I thought. And then I thought, oh, hang on a minute. The point is, do you want to do it? And I was like, I'd love to talk tarot all the time, to share it with people. And so I put it out there. And then I was getting downloads all the time. Like every morning I would wake up with a new idea of, you know, how to share an idea about something, about what to say about a particular card, or what activity to give the participants. You know, every day I had a new idea, a new activity to share, a new, you know, download of how I was going to structure the course or operate the course or what have you, and how I was going to share the course. It was just all coming to me after I put it out there. That's my point. So what I'm saying with this card is, just put it out there. Just put it out there, whatever it is, whatever it is. And I'd love to hear what it is in the comments, what it is that your heart is just dying to do. Because this is the fruition that is coming. This is also a collaboration card. I know there's only him in the picture, but he's either collaborating with his higher self, which is always an option, because we have that ongoing relationship. You are your higher self, and you have a human. And by looking after your human like you would a child, it can really expand your level of consciousness. I'll put a link in the description and the video in the end screen to You Are Your Higher Self. video in the Lessons in Awakening, if that concept is new to you, because it's really, really helpful. So this can refer to your relationship, your collaboration with your higher self, but also it is a collaboration card with others as well, because that's what happens at first, isn't it? You know, if you're going to put your divine action, your divine gifts out there, and share with other people, you know, maybe you need clients, or you need listeners, you need people to co-create with, you might need a producer, you might need somewhere to hire to do your workshop or what have you. But this is a collaboration card. So you've made the decision and you've got the people that you need. The fruition is coming in. You've already started. You've already started. I think you wouldn't be watching this video if you hadn't already started. You know what you're doing, but 2024, it's going to another level. So let's have a look. So now we've got the Queen of Wands. Wow, lots of wands, lots of action to be taken in 2024. The Queen of Wands, there's your sunflower, which shows happiness. She's very much a witch, and I say that with the utmost love for the whole concept of the witch, because of course she uses her natural healing abilities. She's very intuitive, she's bold, she's assertive, she is definitely sovereign. Nobody can govern her. She is creating her own little world. She's got her little cat as well. She takes action. She is a force to be reckoned with. She is a very, very high achiever when she is focused on her passions. Fire, wands, fire, passions, what lights her up. She is a force to be reckoned with. So, you know, you're going to jump from the ace, we've got the 2, the 3, and we're jumping to the queen already. It's like you can't go wrong with this. I mean, she's amazing. She's saying, yes, it does take courage. You do need to be bold. You do need to be assertive. You're following your passions. Just know that when you follow your passions, when you follow your heart in this way, you can't go wrong. That's what we're creating from. Your frequency will rise so much, it will take you to another timeline. It will take you to another reality where people will match your frequency, and you will meet the right people at the right time for the right reasons. And you'll think, oh, these are, synchronicities going on. Oh, what a coincidence. No, there's no such thing as a coincidence. A coincidence is just a law that you don't understand. So she's a sign of synchronicities coming in, because everything is going to fall into place as soon as you stop believing the negative thinking. Wow, I'm loving these cards. Let's have a look what's coming up as our energy. This is okay, so the Queen is in the position of the next step, right? And this is 2024 that we're reading for. This card is coming up as our energy. It's coming up, if I was reading for one person, it would be their energy. So this is our as a collective energy, and it is the world. You can't make this stuff up, can you? The world is amazing. It's the last of the major arcana cards. It shows the end of spiritual lessons. It shows the completion of a stage in your life. Of course it does, because you're leaving the day job, you're leaving whatever it is that isn't serving you. You're creating heaven on earth. You're creating a whole new reality for yourself. 2024. And you know what? It has very little to do with the collective. When you're flying this high, the collective isn't going to be, yes, there is one foot still in the the 3D physical world or what have you, but you're going to be observing it. You're going to be so full of love. I mean, clearly you've kicked the television out, right? You don't have a television anymore. That's got to go in 2024. Unless, of course, you have it connected to YouTube and you're watching my videos on it and music and stuff like that. But the world is all about a completion. So it's like you've completed these spiritual lessons. Take a look at the Lessons in Awakening. You've learned the importance of emotions. You've learned the importance of mastering your thoughts. You've learned the importance of loving yourself. You've learned all of this. You understand about processing your triggers. You understand the power and importance of forgiveness. you've all these spiritual lessons, I call them, there's a completion going on, and your life is changing. Your life is changing big time. We've got the 4 fixed signs going on here. The fixed signs are the signs that are in the middle of each season. So we've got the whole year going on here. That to me shows that we are talking about the whole of 2024. So it might not all be happening in January, right? But we've got a year to do it. But how beautiful is that? She's holding the staff from the magician. And of course, he's the alchemist. And they point upwards because it's like, as above, so below. You are creating heaven in physical form, because you are the whole universe. We've already said that. You are the whole universe in one human being. And this card is coming up as you, in you as your energy. You are the whole world in one human being. And as above, so below. You can create heaven in physical form because you are creating the physical world through your thoughts, your words, and your actions. That's exactly how you're creating. So your thoughts, raise your consciousness to the world is wonderful, the world is beautiful, I am love and light. This is where affirmations and gratitude and all these things really, really play a role. And your words, be careful with your words. Let's not use the word can't. Let's not use harsh words. Everything has a frequency. Everything is energy, and everything has a frequency. All the words do, all the books do, all the people do, everything, all your thoughts do, your emotions do. So be careful with your words and make sure you use loving words. And then your actions. We've already talked about actions, because there's divine, you have opportunities in 2024 to take new action, new divine action on what it is that you want to create. Wow, this is like the new earth. This is the new earth, because don't sit there twiddling your thumbs waiting for the new earth to appear outside of you, because the physical, this is a quantum truth coming up, the physical world is created through you. It's created through your consciousness. You are the creator of the physical world. And that's why everyone's living in a different version of reality. So don't wait for someone else to do something because they're busy creating their reality. You have to take responsibility, radical responsibility for the reality that you are creating. Whether if there's horrible things in it, things you don't like in it, you need to take responsibility for that. And you need to see, how did I create that? Because this is what's interesting, I think, is that so many people want to manifest stuff, and they're sitting there, trying all these things to manifest. But before you can manifest, you need to understand how the universe is created and how you create your life. If you want to change your life for the better, the first thing you need to do is to understand how you create your life. And if you're not happy with your life, the first thing to do is to understand how you created it like that. How did you create it? How did you create that unhappy life? How did you create it? Because when you understand how you create your reality, then you can choose to create it the way you want it. There is still I think there's still some karma stuff going on, remembering from a soul level, we do choose our own adversity, and we choose souls to create situations with for us to learn through. So I think that still happens. If people are saying, well, how did I create this? I've had this awful experience, and how did I create this? It could well be a soul contract that you've agreed to, because we all agree to creating adversity for each other and for ourselves. Why? Because we know that when we grow, we know that when we heal ourselves through adversity, we heal the collective. And we know that we grow through adversity. We grow through grief. Bernie Siegel said in his book, Love, Medicine and Miracles, when you've had an emotional trauma, you will grow. Whether you grow spiritually or whether you grow a tumor The choice is yours. And if you look at the world, you can see it. People that hold the emotions in and they don't express them, you know, they're lying to themselves. Yeah, I'm okay, I'm okay. And they're going home and having and crying, and they're keeping it all inside. They're refusing, you know, to open up to all of this, you know, creator being stuff. So they're lying to themselves, and then they're the ones that will get sick because it's a frequency. And those trapped emotions of resentment, bitterness, anger, it's like Mark Twain said, you know, anger, it's like an acid. It does more damage to the vessel that is holding it, that is storing it, than anything you can pour it on. You know, so those emotions are really going to just hurt you. They're going to cause malfunction, disease, and all sorts of illnesses. Which is why I'm a big fan of the emotion code. Check that out. I'll put a link into that video as well about the emotion code, because of course it's life-changing to be able to release, identify, observe, be grateful for, and then release these negative emotions. Because basically, if you can grow through the grief and hold space for your human, you see, that's why all these are what I call spiritual lessons. Because if you're grieving, hold space for your human, allow your human to grieve, but do it from an expanded state of holding space with love and compassion, rather than from a place of being a victim. I'm a victim, there's something wrong, I don't feel good. You're just keeping yourself in a place of contraction, which is all part of Pluto in Capricorn, right? But we want to be more expanded, and hold space for your human, allow your human to process emotions, observe them, be grateful for them. So it's not about, you know, not having adversity. Adversity is going to come because you've chosen it. We've chosen it. And also we need adversity in order to grow. And if you're, you know, look back at 2020, most people will look back with love and go, yes, wow, we needed that because it's woken us all up and it's helped us on our journey. But you have to make the changes. You have to do the inner work. You know, it's not going to get handed to you on a plate. She's sovereign, so she can't be governed by anybody, but there's a responsibility that comes with that, a massive responsibility, because she has to heal herself. She has to look after herself. She has to provide for herself. She has to believe that she can do that. Do you see how it's, you know, so but you are the whole world in one human being. So, you know, it's about putting all of these spiritual lessons into practice. That's what it's about. Wow. Let's have a look. That's what's going on around us. Perfect. Perfect. You saw me shuffle. This is what's going on around us, the Tower. These are major arcana cards coming out now. We've got the sun, we've got the moon, we've got the star. You know, we've got the world, we've got the Tower, we've got two aces. Powerful, powerful reading. The Tower is about disruption and chaos. Well, of course, there's disruption and chaos because what's happening is the systems and the towers outside and the collective are all collapsing. You know, we've got the collapse of the banking system, the medical system, the education system, the pharmaceutical system, all these systems that we're not participating in. Unless you want to, we want to create new systems, and we want to go from the grassroots up. We don't want to be top-down governed, do we? So all these systems are coming down, but a lot of people are stuck in the systems. They're stuck in the systems and they can't see a way out. That's why this card is saying, don't lie to yourself. If you've been working for example, in the medical system, and you're like, I'm not comfortable there, you have all these skills that can be used elsewhere. You know, and you're like, well, what can I do with them? Well, just take a leap of faith. There'll be loads of people wanting your skills, you know, because it's about making sure that you're following your moral compass, making sure that, you know, you're resonating with where you're working. If you're not resonating with where you're working, then it's not for you, is it? If you're feeling uncomfortable in any way whatsoever. So 2024 is your time to really make some changes. This lightning coming in is light. It's literally light. When the light comes in, because the energies have been high, the galactic realms are helping us. If you're aware of your galactic family, call upon them because they're helping us now. But we have free will, and they can only help you if you use your free will. So I am ready and willing to receive galactic support, you know, or I'm ready and willing to allow my full potential. You know, affirm it. You'll get help from the higher realms. Your life will come crumbling down because that's the old life. That's the old paradigm. We want it to come down, but there is disruption and chaos, of course. You can't make an omelette without breaking eggs, so they say. But you understand what's going on. And you understand that in order to be sovereign over yourself, you need these systems to come down because these are in the collective and they cannot appear in the collective unless they are within you. So what systems are coming down within you? Of course, it's your belief systems. Your belief system is coming down because you didn't believe that you could live your dreams. You weren't brought up to believe that you could follow your heart and survive and be a success. You weren't told. You were probably told you've got to go to work Monday to Friday, 9 to 5. You were probably told that you can't waste your time doing what you love. Life isn't meant to be easy. Well, I'm here to tell you that it is. It's meant to be very easy because the things that you're meant to be doing in life, you know, from a soul level, the things you're meant to be doing are the things that bring you the most joy, the things that you're good at. So yes, life is meant to be easy. So there's a lot of disruption going on until you start realizing, or we start realizing, that we can do whatever it is that we want to do. And we can help others, because most people want to help others. If you're watching this video, there's a high chance that you want to help others and be of service to humanity. And you do that best, not by working hard, but by loving yourself enough to offer your gifts to the world with an open heart. That is the biggest gift you can give to the world, is you with an open heart doing what you love. I mean, really, it's powerful. So what's around you are the things coming down, the systems coming down, towers coming down, and it's because the light's coming in. The light's coming in from the Schumann resonance. It's coming in from, I don't know, Father Sun, from the galactic realms, you know, wherever, you know, the whole frequency is rising. That's light. When light comes in, when the light comes in, there's no shadow. The shadow gets seen. It vanishes when the light comes in, doesn't it? What happens when you shine a light on the shadow? The shadow goes. So this is about embracing that lightning that's caused all this disruption and chaos, because it's divine chaos, I want to say. It's divine chaos, but you have learnt to observe it with an open heart of love and appreciation and understanding. And if there is adversity, because there's going to be adversity, you can't fall out of a tower without hurting yourself. So there's going to be some adversity. So let's not pretend that there isn't, but let's just know that we can observe our human grieving and going through adversity, but we can do it with an open heart. That our humans are not victims. Our humans are doing a grand job of processing this low frequency energy that's from the shadow, that's from the 3D matrix or what have you. And we're doing it because we are the higher self, and we're doing it with love. And that's how we're going to just lift your whole reality to the next octave. And when we all do that, that's how we create heaven on earth. So we're actually raising the frequency. So negativity is still going to exist somewhere because there's the all that is. This the phrase, the all that is still going to be the all that is, but you don't have to experience it in your reality because you're no longer vibrating with it. You are no longer a vibrational match to it. So wow, oh my goodness me, wow, I'm loving these. There's another major arcana. So this position is outside influences. What's influencing you? What's outside influencing you? So yeah, but let's not forget that systems coming down is a reflection of our own systems, our belief systems within that are collapsing. The next one Normally it's hopes and fears, but for me, I interpret it as any other information, and it's the Judgment card. Wow, I love it, because this is Archangel Gabriel waking up the dead. This is what you came here to do, to just wake people up, through your music, through your art, through your movement, through your dance, through your healing, through your loving, through your whatever it is that you enjoy doing, you know, through your smile, through your compassion, through your creations, through your love, through your self-expression, through your power, through your truth, through your wisdom, through your channeling, whatever it is, it's you raising the consciousness level of humanity. And you're being called. Archangel Gabriel is calling you. Answer the call. Can you feel that you're being called? Can you feel that there's something you want to do, that there's something that you want to share? You know, and it might not be something that's going to bring you in a lot of money. So don't let that stop you in the beginning, because things will happen. Things will happen. Just focus on raising your frequency, expanding your level of consciousness, because understand that your level of consciousness is your new currency. You will be financially okay. You might be downsizing, you might be tightening your belt a bit, you know, we might be getting rid of some materialistic stuff because we don't need it where we're going, you know. We're all so happy as we are, right? But then when you realize, that's when your abundance comes. And when you feel that abundance on the inside, that galore, I have everything I need and more. When you can feel that abundance in every cell of your body, it's that frequency that will create the abundance for you outside. That is where your abundance is coming from. So don't twiddle your thumbs waiting for the QFS. You need to be raising that frequency in the cells of your body. Galore, I have everything I need and more. And feel every cell expanding with gratitude, love, and abundance, because that is going to get reflected back to you in your holographic projection that you're calling life. And that is your new currency. And he's telling me that, Archangel Gabriel. Also, Judgment. I love this card, actually, because this is the second to last. So we've got the last card here, which shows the completion. And the Judgment card is the second to last major arcana. And Judgment, in my opinion, is basically the last of the spiritual lessons, to release all judgments. It's a big ask, it's difficult to do, but funny enough, it came up in the cards for December. And I'll put a link in the description and the video in the end screen, because of course, you know, I'm recording this still in December. So that energy is still probably going to be there in January. So yeah, judging others. It was actually the last week's cards that were about releasing judgments using Ho'oponopono, that Hawaiian mantra. So I'll put a link in the description to that as well, because I'm sure it's relevant. But yeah, judging others, of course, because then you're seeing the duality and you're judging if something's right or wrong or good or bad. Whereas obviously we want to see the divinity in everyone and everything. But what I really want to focus on for you in 2024 is releasing the judgment you have about yourself. Let's release the judgment we have about ourselves first. That's just release it. Just, you know, where are you judging yourself? Where do you think you're not good enough? Where do you think you've done something wrong? You know, let's release that judgment. Let's stop judging ourselves for judging. Because if you have resistance to being a certain way, it will just persist. What you resist persists. So if you're beating yourself up and judging yourself, and you have resistance to the fact that you judge, then that's not going to help. It's going to keep it going, isn't it? So we need to love ourselves as we are, and we need to accept ourselves, you know, even if we're being judgmental, because we are judging, you know, I'm judging that this system isn't good, isn't divine. I'm judging that that system isn't good, it's not divine. I'm judging. Okay, so let's just love and accept ourselves where we're at, because in my opinion, judgment is the last of the spiritual lessons. And so, you know, let's work on applying all the other spiritual lessons that we've learned and applying them to our life. And observing judgments. We can observe judgments, it's okay. But this is how much we can really evolve in 2024. By the end of 2024, maybe we've released all judgments. I don't know. But it's a powerful card. It's a powerful card. It is about answering the call, answering the divine call. It is about your life purpose. Because your life purpose wasn't to come here and work in a job that you hate. Your life purpose wasn't to drink wine and watch Netflix. Your life purpose wasn't to moan and complain. Your life purpose wasn't to wind people up and to express negative emotions. That's not a life purpose. Your life purpose is to do what you love, follow your heart, be creative, just love yourself as you are, warts and all. Because that way, when you can love yourself as you are, love is the only way you're going to raise anything. So let's just love ourselves as we are and see where it takes us. The last card is the King of Swords, and I'm not surprised that he's come up, because the transformation that occurs, he's a swords, mental processes, thoughts, beliefs. That's what this is all about, isn't it? It's about the belief systems coming down. We started off with don't believe everything you think. And we're ending with the King of Swords, because he's mastered his thoughts. Check that out in the Lessons in Awakening as well. Mastering your thoughts. And there's another video, how to detach from your thoughts. If you have negative thinking and you're not sure how to detach from it, have a look at that video as well. I'll try and put links in, because there's probably not enough space in the end screen now. But he is all about mastering your thinking. So if a thought is attached to an emotion that contracts you, choose another thought. Can you shift your belief system and choose another thought? Can you think about things from a soul level? Think about things from a soul level, because very often when you can see things from a soul level, like I was saying, you have created your own adversity, you choose your own adversity for the purpose of growing. Then when you experience adversity, it stops you from pointing fingers and blaming and feeling a victim. Because when you start, that's wrong and they shouldn't have done that, they made me feel like this, you're just a victim to everybody else. If you can change your thinking into I'm the creator, I created this so that I could grow, you've already released resentment. You've already released all that blaming. Victimhood comes with a lot of negative emotions and contracting feelings. So can you change your thinking? Because it will change the emotions attached to the thoughts, which will change you from a state of contraction into a state of expansion. The universe is expanding. You want to expand with it. That's what it's all about. And you do it by just changing the way you see things. Change your thoughts, change your life. Dr. Wayne Dyer. Change your thoughts, change your life. And that's what he's saying. And the 7 Hermetic principles, the first one is the principle of mentalism, which is the whole universe is based on mental processes. We are creating, this is what we said before, you are creating your reality. You are the creator of heaven on earth. You are the channeler of life. And you create the physical from your thoughts, your words, and your actions. And he represents thoughts and words, because swords is communication. Thoughts and words. And then you put those thoughts and those words into action. And that's how you create. But you are the creator. The life is flowing through you. It's not happening to you. It is happening for you, but ultimately life is flowing through you. Okay, we've got some clarifiers. Clarifier is the Queen of Swords. She's a let go. She's a let go card. Then we've got the King and Queen of Swords. It's always nice when you get the counterparts like that together. But she's also got the butterflies. She's just let go. She couldn't see clearly, you see. She's got the clouds. She couldn't see clearly. She was so caught up in victimhood. She was so caught up in why me, why me? This shouldn't be the case. This is wrong. This shouldn't be happening to the children. This shouldn't be happening to those people. How does that make you feel? when you believe that. And I'm not saying that bad things should be happening to people, but let's go to a soul level and just understand that everybody creates their own reality and everybody is choosing their own adversity for the purpose of growing. And the more mature souls, the wiser the souls, the older the souls, they actually choose more adversity because they know that they can deal with it, and they know on a soul level that when they heal themselves, they heal the collective, and that's what they've come here to do. And they may have forgotten that, because when we come into human form, we forget. We choose to have this amnesia. So, but what happens is, so people going through real severe adversity, they're probably the mature, old, wise souls. And they've chosen it because they know that by growing through the grief and the trauma that they are creating and receiving, that they are helping heal the collective. So if you can see it from that level, then you can honor them with love and gratitude. You can see people suffering. I mean, if there's something you can immediately do to help, obviously, if it's in your reality and you're going to immediately do something to help. But if it's in the collective, you know, and you feel like there's nothing you can do, just understand that they have chosen their adversity, and you can view it with love and gratitude and appreciation and understanding. And when you think about them and you put your consciousness on them with an open heart of love and gratitude and honoring them on their journey, that is what's going to lift not only them, their situation, the collective, but you and your reality. Can you see that? Because I am getting also the Five of Swords, which is about conflict and adversity, because there is going to be conflict and adversity. And this is a reading for the whole of 2024. So, you know, we're going to see some adversity going on. Of course we are, because the light is coming in. And when the light comes in, the darkness goes. The tower is crumbling. So there's some adversity going on, whether it could be small scale adversity, you know, in your reality, or it could be, you know, in the collective. But the last card is saying, don't get caught up. The Eight of Swords. She's a victim to her own thinking. She's a victim to her own thinking. So to what these guys are saying in their divine union, sorry, the light's not very good. They're saying, can you choose another thought? Let go of victim mentality. Let go of the it's right, it's wrong, it's good, it's bad. It has to be this way, it has to be that way. There is no right and wrong. There is only you. You are the whole world in one human being. And the frequency that you are feeling is your contribution to the collective. So when you're feeling a restrictive, you know, contracting feeling, honor it, love it, understand it, allow it. You're going to observe it, feel it to heal it. Feel it with love rather than feeling it with fear and judgment. It's wrong, it's bad, I shouldn't feel this way. No, feel it with love and it will go. That's how it changes. That's how you grow. That's how it goes. Love is the healer. It sounds corny, but it's true. Love is the healer, and love and gratitude is what's going to expand you into a new timeline, new reality, heaven on earth. Wow, it's all available for us. It's all available for us. Yeah, wow. Lot going on there, isn't there? But there's a whole year. Wow, I am sending you so much love. Just please remember that you are love. You are divine love, and you are light, and you're doing a grand job. Thank you so much for your contribution to humanity, for sharing your gifts in the way that you are, for rising above, you know, the dramas and the chaos, and understanding and choosing to understand how you create your reality. Loads of homework in the description for you if you haven't already seen those videos, but take a look at them. I wish you such a wonderful and frequency rising new year, and I look forward to seeing you in the new year. Mwah, mwah, mwah. I love you all. See you in the next video. Bye for now. Look out for Januaries.